Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Vasquez. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 30 inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch.
There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And the third down pass is knocked away by the knee.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices. Nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is...
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Browning. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Vasquez. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The hand to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Powers through. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves him looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire, using the quick game.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face basket as wide receiver.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the little apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. He's got his man, makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments short. They'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Steps away to find some room. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Can get him to the ground. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. catch in the middle. It's chopped. He is denied. No good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
27, Penn State, 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. To the ground with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here come the Irish back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Vasquez. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Vasquez. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity.
There he goes. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Trying to punch it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have... Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. The quick out. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Go straight ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive player for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Chubb. On the move at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive. Pitch this pill around. Use every second you got. Make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to